Thank you very much. The organizers have invited me to be part of this event on this World Education Congress. And the topic I've chosen to be is alternate technologies for the education. He was asking any PPT, any slides. Good teachers should know their student first. So I was not knowing what kind of student I have. And I was not knowing what knowledge you already had. So I have not really made my PPTs. And you also, we are experienced teachers. I've been teaching for more than 35 years, officially. Unofficially, maybe more than that. When we teach, we really innovate. While teaching itself within the lecture, you will find certain examples which are never quoted in the book, which you will be able to explain to your students. So that is another reason that the innovation or the originality will be lost. And secondly, if I made my PPTs, I will be putting my brain only when I am preparing the PPTs. But even if I am to repeat the lectures, I will be speaking the same content. If I am to repeat the lectures on the same topic, I will be similarly speaking the same content. So I will not be improving. So that is the effect of the technology on the teacher. Right? If we see how the technology has affected, are going to affect, you are talking about artificial intelligence and virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on. All these technologies are going to affect. Do you think only the students are going to affect the teachers? Whether the quality of the teacher, the quality of the teaching with introduction of the technology has improved or decreased, that has to be analyzed. Whether it has affected or more learning of the students, or it has, I will say, teaching capacity of the teachers has gone down. But anyway, when we have technologies coming up, I was just saying something that in the previous session, that whether we should be afraid of the technology which are going to come, whether we should accept it or not, whether the student should use the artificial intelligence or not for doing their assignment. All these points are worried. And how the teaching will be affected by these alternative technologies. So just history also, tells us something. The education is there for many, many thousands of years. Even Bhagwan Ram used to go to earn the skills, right, as well as education, right. They will used to go to a person. The person used to teach. We have Dronacharya. All these were teachers. They are not only just teaching the skills, but they are also teaching how you really have to live, under what conditions you have to, for example, use those skills. Right? So all these things were there, But that time there was no books. No books was there because printing press was not invented. So one of the technology which came into the, you know, I will say the education technology is the printing press. When the printing press came, then everybody thought now the knowledge will be written, it will be published, it will be available in books, and the student will be able to read it while at home. And there will not be, the need of the teachers then. At that time it was thought, right? And it has proved up to some extent. Even in today, we have the distance education program. Lot of people study through the distance education, right? Earlier we used, few years back, we used to call it a correspondence education, where you used to give them the written lessons in form of the books, right? And that ultimately settled down to the extent that these books are very, very important, and the students can learn not only what they are taught in the class, but they can also learn a lot of things. And same thing, the teachers can also learn lot of things. It's not that whatever they have been taught they are doing. So it helped both the teachers as well as the students. Their learning capacity of the both have improved. So that was the knowledge. That is the thing. The printing press came, right? Then another technology which we see came is just through we are again into the same era. That's the internet, through the internet, right? When we say the search engines came, we used to able to get the information, right? It was just on the click, right? That we have, everybody has in their pocket that they can get the information. So then, again the teacher's job, become different, as especially when we say that we can listen to the lectures given by a professor of MIT or IIT or even any academy. You have so many private academies are there, but there are paid academies are there. You can get all these courses specially designed for your institution. Even the government has designed the courses like MOOC, SWAYAM, now they are SWAYAM Plus and so on, right? So all these things are made available to the students, right? And and many student has learned. Many student has done this courses through NPTEL, and they are learning. And these courses are made by ultimately the teachers. But again, I want to say something here, that it's not that every teacher is able to make the MOOCs courses, or every teacher is able to, whatever is delivered in the class is, put it on the website after it is delivered, so that students can, even if they have missed, they can learn or something like that. All these things are there, So, there are now there's some things to be learned by the students, and there is something to be learned by the teachers at the same time when the technology comes, right? So when the technology is introduced, all these things I have talked about, essentially the videos, that's how many of us have really made us, the videos which you could put it on your channel, as that's this, I will say it's if we used to call it a digital divide, an area when we call it a digital divide, there we used to say that there will be very poor people, very poor students, they will not be getting the internet, they will not be able to learn it. I mind it, but this is I will say it's a more digital divide for the teachers also. Digital divide for the teachers. There are many teachers who will not be really able to, cope up with such a technology, because I still say a professor of economics maybe in the US will be able to set up his server and he'll put all the assignments, all the things on this thing, and he will also be able to assess which assignment has been copied or not. He will be able to, analyze all the things, But we, as this is the job being done to the, we call it as this is the IT professional. We don't have IT professionals, then we will not do it, okay? So all these things are, happening. So I will say that it is not just the alternative technologies are affecting the students, alternative technologies are also affecting the teachers. So what kind of then we have teachers and what kind of the students we have? I will say we have two kinds of students. Right? So two kinds of students will say those who are motivated to learn. Right? Those students who are motivated to learn and those students who just want to get the degree. They are not motivated to learn the things. So if they are motivated, right, then all these technologies is going to help him. All these technologies are going to help him as, because he wants to learn more and more things. He really, so this morning I was saying that creativity. Right? Somebody in the panel discussion was saying that, how the students to be make creative, right? And one day somebody was saying what is the difference between social science and science. We say science there may be a problem where we have only one answer to the one question, right? But in every other field, whether it is social science, political science, management science, you may have many answers to the same questions and all may be correct. All may be correct, So that's the where you have the creativity of the students be judged. We have to really make our students to be creative. That can only happen through the, when you ask not the answer of the question, but you ask the alternative answer of the questions, right? And they should be, I will say, learned how to challenge. They learn how to challenge something, right? Unless until that kind of thing is being added into students, we will not be really able to make use of AIs and this ML or something like that, Because, for example, I was the other day talking that how AI is going to affect, let's say, assignments. We used to give assignments to the students, and assignments in India is different than I will say in US or in other developed country. Their assignments are given such that the students, they have to really work very, very hard because it's not the solution which you will find in the book. They will not be able to find the solution. They will be, first hand seen by the teacher, but that's developed by the teachers. So such assignments will be there. They may not be having an answer, and the students will be attempting for the answer, right? Student will be attempting. Maybe they will be able to find something, but it's important that how they attempt it, right? So that is, the things is so. But giving the artificial intelligence when it is present, then they can put the same question to the AI or the chat GPT, right? And then can get the answer and show it to your teacher. The teacher can be very happy, to see that what is answer, what is the language he has written. But we know that how our students are capable, right? Yeah, I can give example. I've been vice chancellor earlier also there. For many years I am vice chancellor, by the way. But it's students used to come to my office and they are good write application in English. I have to really call them. बताइए अभी इसमें लिखा क्या है, कहना क्या चाहते हैं, ठीक है? तो वो नहीं बता, मुझे हिंदी में पूछना पड़ता था. It was not possible what they are writing. And now again they are using AI. If they are to write that there is some problem in the hostel and you have to write a writer to the vice chancellor, they will get it written through the AI and it will very well worded, and there will be some words which I will not be able to understand. Because my native English, I am not an English person, right? Because I have to really see. So again the situation is I will not be able to judge what they want to say. Anyway, I will understand, but the situation is such that we know that they have used this chat GPT or something like that. So how to handle such a situation that when we give the assignments to a student, and then they can do it using the chat GPT or something, right? So teacher have to be more smarter than the students. That is the way. You give the student assignment, give the chat GPT answer along with it, then tell them to improve it. or to give me another answer. Right? So maybe, you have to really adopt such a thing that where already know the answer that is being given by the Gemini or ChatGPT or something like that. These softwares are there, and there is also, we also talk about Turnitin. We use a software that is also being, working on it, that how you can really assess what is the answer of ChatGPT on that, and there's something like that. Right? And you also know that how the Turnitin was established. It was established only to see the different assignments, different assignments given by the schools, how much they are copied. So for that, the Turnitin was used, right? So the same way, really we have to see that our teachers equally become, adaptive to such technologies. Whether it is you cannot stop the students to use it, right? We cannot stop any technology to say no, we will not accept it, or we cannot make a national policy, but we can certainly make the policy for the plagiarism and something like that. But using artificial intelligence certainly will make your learning faster. You're learning faster. I say that the intelligent people should use the AI. If the intelligent people use the AI, then things will be much faster, right? They will be, able to improve the things, and so it's immediately able to grasp something. And the other day, somebody has said that Robert has committed suicide. But another example is that, some advocate make a petition using the AI, right? But it gave some examples, some reference to the case, right, which was actually not there, because sometime it has been quoted and it was not there. It has been something. So there was news in the paper that the first AI the generated petition dismissed, yeah, something like that it was. So that is kind of, so AI we are saying it can only help you. Its data is also not updated. It's only up to maybe 2021. So whatever is more than what these three tech tools are going to give you, right? So for example, even for the Googles who ask something, it's not that you get only the right information. You have to, if you don't have really the mind, you will get some information which are wrong, which are given wrong, right? Again, unless until you are aware of the subject, you will not be able to see that whether this is the information you required or not. Right? So all these tools are really, whatever we are coming through, whatever the technologies which are going to come, and it is only to help that, I will say in the sense that our learning will be improved, but it will only help those students, those we really are motivated to learn. I was saying that we have two kinds of students, those who want to learn and those who don't want to learn. Right? So for them, those who do not want to learn, it will be destructive for them. It will be disruptive technology for them. Because, as for example, we say we have this blended learning, online learning, and this we have learned a lot of things in the COVID also, but that was a time, but if I say I have 100 students in a class, or when I have 50 students in a class, I will be doing more better when I have 50 students, because I can really judge from their eyes whether they are where they are, right? Even if they are somewhere, I have some tools जिनको मैं पूछ सकता हूँ कि क्या कर रहा है भाई, ठीक है, तो उससे मैं सवाल पूछ सकता हूँ. लेकिन यदि हम ऑनलाइन नहीं कर रहे हैं तो इट्स मे नॉट बी पॉसिबल. यू हैव सम various tools, AI, again you start using AI, where they will be able to judge through your lashes or whatever, the eyeballs or something, but that is you can always deceive them. Always deceive AI. Right? There is no problem yet. So that's what I see is, it is very important that the teachers motivate the students Teacher motivate the student to learn more. Right? So that is the real job of the teacher will be to motivate them. They have the provisions, they have the, I will say all the knowledge. Because earlier I used to say, yeah, that's those people who have the knowledge, they are wiser. Now that situation is not there. They are not wiser. They have the information. So information is, I used to now say that everybody has the information. But how to use that information, you have to become wiser. Right? So for becoming wiser, you have to have the practical knowledge. You should have the practical knowledge. Should have the experience. You should have the skill in hand. Right? Only then it should be. I give you, for example, you know how to really perform a surgery even. Let's even say how to perform this particular surgery. You will be able to learn through YouTube. Maybe you can see 10 YouTube. You can do it. But you will not be able to perform it. You are not a doctor. You are not experience it. Right? So that is, I say, is the wise. Wisdom is. So we have to really make our education to be more activity based, and we have to make our student more motivated, and alternative technologies, whatever they are available, that is going to make them the faster learner, and maybe also for the teacher has also to adopt it. Okay, so because there are earlier technology which you have also talked about, virtual realities and so on. Maybe I should stop. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to give the message that all these alternative technologies, in principle, we should use it for the innovations, because without innovations, you cannot run any country. You can run it without money, but you cannot run it without innovation. So you have to make our students more creative. So let us just make our effort to make students more creative with these alternative technologies. Thank you very much.